welcome back to the 6 o'clock show where we've just reached our culinary climax.
Yeah, so Kwanghi Chan, he's here to serve us up our yummy dinner tonight, which is chicken katsu curry. So where do we start with this?
Oh, we're going to start with the chicken. So I have a fillet of chicken, which are butterflied. So I'm just kind of whisking some eggs because we're going to make a pane, so which is putting your breadcrumb on your chicken, yeah? So
when you say butterfly, that's when you kind of separate it so it's not so thick, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So I have it done here. So I just done it earlier. So I got a fillet of chicken and I done it like flat around and then open it up like in a scallop, okay? So I'm going to put some flour on it, just plain flour, okay?
Yeah.
And this will help the egg to stick for the breadcrumbs. So I have some panko breadcrumbs. You can use normal breadcrumbs if you have like stale bread lying around the
they're
crust.
bigger.
They're lovely. They're Japanese, like real crispy
Crunchy,
ones, you know, so it's proper. So I have a bit of salt in here as well, and I have some salt in the flour too, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let it soak up a small bit because you want that flour to get really sticky to get that on.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the first one. We'll do two today, will we?
Well, you see, kids love doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
they
you were
would,
to line that up at home and just say, listen, we're going to make our own goujons or our own...
Exactly, yeah.
But you know, you have to be so careful as well with the raw chicken, don't you? Because I remember one time my mother was stuffing a chicken, and I love stuffing.
Yeah.
And as she was doing it, I just wasn't really paying much attention to the fact that her hand was going from the bowl into the chicken.
Yeah.
And so I was just like there, and I put my hand into the bowl, and I ate a bit of the raw stuffing because it tastes nice. It was like melted butter and onion.
Yeah.
3 days later, I got Campylobacter. It's the worst food poisoning from raw chicken, and that came from the chicken. So just to put it out there, like
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go near the. Just don't.
It's so easy though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so easy.
It's so
just
easy.
Not think of it. Yeah.
So,
I was so
like,
sick after.
do what I'm doing. Use one hand.
Yeah.
Wear a glove. If wash your hands if you don't have gloves as well, which is very handy. So. See, that's a lovely coating there. Don't be afraid to kind of squish it in there as well, because you want it like to stick. Okay. So I have oil here, just shallow frying it.
Okay.
See it there? It's nice and hot. So I'm just going to shallow fry it. And I have it on number 6 and 7 at the moment. So I'm going to turn up the 7 a small bit more.
Okay.
So I'm going to let that fry. That's going to take about 3 to 4 minutes. It's not too long, okay? So maybe shorter than that. So we're going to make a curry sauce now. I'm going to have this on, put a small bit of oil. So a katsu curry is like a Japanese kind of thick kind of curry.
Yeah,
it has a lovely kind of spice to it, you know what I mean? Very nice. So what we're going to do is, you can use, if you don't have the katsu curry powder, I'm using my own curry powder today, but you can just have your normal curry at home as well if you want curry powder. That's no problem. So I'm going to put some garlic in there. You want to start with some garlic and onions. Get that flavour into the pan. Here you go, small bit there.
And is that vegetable oil that you're frying it in?
I'm using vegetable oil at the moment, yeah. So have some ginger as well. Don't worry about the ginger. Don't have to get it too fine because you can always just get that out as well later on. Have some onions in here. All right. And you want to let that brown a small bit.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is getting the flavour in there. So while you have that kind of going, I have some boiled rice on. So just normal boiled rice, stick it on, okay. Put some carrots in here. This will give a small bit of sweetness, all right. And also some peas, because I wanted a nice kind of colour and a variety going in there.
You see, we're getting back to the national flag, aren't we?
Yeah, it is actually.
We're getting there, aren't we? Oh, bit to come at. I have I'm going to say hello to a little guy. Just going to turn this around here.
Yeah.
Oh,
so Harry Curran, he's in the first year.
What's his name?
Harry Curran.
Okay, Harry.
He's in first year in School Carmel. So he's a big fan of the show. So every time I drop it,
fair play to you, Harry.
So hello. So
hi, Harry.
Now, does he watch when you're not on? Will he watch when you're not on as well?
Oh yeah, he watches every night. Yeah, he watches every night. So yeah, huge fan of the show. So.
I sit down with the kids a lot, because we have our dinner around 6 o'clock. Yeah. So I always put the 6 o'clock show on. So like, and Aoife remarked as well. She goes, "It's such a coincidence. Every time we're having dinner, that show is on." And I'm like,
I know.
"This is the 6 o'clock show, and we have dinner at 6 o'clock." And I'm on today. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, what did you do just there, Kwanghi?
So what I've done is I put a small bit of whenever the vegetables are kind of starting to stew a bit, okay, getting soft, I put some chicken stock in here, okay? Just a small bit. And I put some curry powder in here as well. Okay. So this one's my spice back curry powder. You can use a normal curry powder if you want as well. So this has a lovely kind of brown, kind of spicy kind of thickness to it, and a lovely spice. So, all right. So at the same time now, this is kind of cooking nicely. That's what you want here. Yeah. Nice and brown, nice and crispy, okay? So I have some rice here, which I'm gonna, this curry's coming in very nicely as well. You can see it thickening up.
You see how easy it is to make your own curry sauce.
I know, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. It probably tastes much nicer as well than that kind of artificial taste. It is, yeah.
Nice.
Now, would you be doing a bit of cooking now yourself at home now? You know?
Oh yeah, I love cooking.
Do you?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. And every time I come on this show, I always go home and I've learned something new that I always try out. Yeah, so yeah, I love it.
So I'm going to turn this down now. You can see the curry nicely thick. What I'm going to do is throw a small bit of spring onions in here.
Are you much of a cook, Martin?
I will try.
Oh, yeah.
I will try.
I'm sure you've learned a few tricks over the years.
Oh, yeah. You pick up different things.
Yes.
Okay.
So
don't forget, folks, if you want the recipe for this, 6/8 is where you need to go, and you'll find all the necessary information
look
there.
at that. It's unbelievable. So what you want is to slice a small bit up here, and what you want to do is spread it on top of the.
It's kind of a special way of serving it, isn't it? You
you need to kind of slice it so it's kind of like a chicken's. Breaded chicken kind of steak, just with curry sauce loaded over it, It's one of the, actually, most popular dishes of curry, like the Japanese has, So.
Oh, yummy. I love that. That sauce looks so nice.
Yeah, so you throw that over there like that, and then you just finish it off with a bit of coriander in the top, and that's it.
And
beautiful.
Isn't that easy?
That is it.
It is. That's so easy.
Did you make one for Una as well, or just for me?
This one's for her, yeah.
Send back to the dressing room now with a big
This one's for you to take home.
Okay. Katsu chicken curry. It's
absolutely
amazing. Thanks so much,
delicious.
Kwanghi.